Yo, what up? Welcome back to the third fucking attempt at filming this video in the list of stuff I have delayed forever. I hate this camera. I want to like throw it into a burning pit of fire. Anyway, today we're talking about this thing. This is a Mac Mini 1,1 I found at a garage sale for like $20. It's the very first Intel Mac Mini they released with a Intel Core Duo, which I actually still have right here. As you can see, that is definitely an Intel processor. But you might be wondering, if you have a processor right here, what the hell is in the Mac Mini? Well, this chip sucks. It's 32-bit only, and it's slow, and it's bad, and it's just poop. So, for $1 a while ago, I bought a Core 2 Duo, I believe T7200, off of AliExpress, and that's what I put in here. I'm not gonna open this right now, because, I hate opening this thing, but I, replaced the CPU. Then I also broke some of the heatsink clips when I was putting it back together, so I had to get new ones of those. And then I put this originally came with, I believe, half a gigabyte of RAM, and then I put 2 gigabytes of DDR2 in there. It still has its original hard drive. I don't have anything better to replace it with, so I think it's about a 60 gigabyte drive. But we're going to be putting macOS Lion on here. Now, how are we going to do that? macOS Lion doesn't support this. Well, hold on. So, on this USB stick, I have run a tool, I believe it's called... I ran a tool called Next Post Facto, which is from Parakeek Software, which lets you run... run newer macOS on these older machines. So, I went and ran this tool on my 2009 iMac and made this USB installer for macOS Lion. Now, you can't just use it with the original processor, because the original processor is actually 32-bit only, which is gross. So, this USB, in combination with the Core 2 Duo in here, lets you run Lion, because Lion, while it can boot in 32-bit kernel space, needs 64-bit user space. So, you need 64-bit. So, we're gonna get this thing set up. We're gonna install Lion, I guess. So, I'll be right back. Okay, I didn't feel like setting up my table for filming a video, so we are filming on the floor. But I have the Mac Mini pretty much plugged in. Also, when I got it with the official Apple DVI to VGA adapter, so that's kind of cool. So we're just gonna plug in this thumbstick. Just goes in like that. Then also plug in the power. Then we should just be able to turn it on, unless it doesn't work anymore. Let's see. Here we go. Boot holding down Alt on the keyboard. Yeah, this monitor kind of sucks. Just don't worry about it. We're gonna pick our USB drive, which has Lion on it, and this will boot the Lion installer probably very slowly, because I don't think this thing's USB bus is very fast. But yeah, in terms of how hard it was to replace the CPU, it was a nightmare. The reason why I broke some of the pegs, or not the pegs, like the heatsink clips, was it's just these like little plastic things that you need like pliers. I'll probably have pictures on the screen. You need pliers to like squeeze them back, so then the spring tension makes them come out. But they were super old, because this thing is like nearly 20 years old. Yes, 2006 was that long ago. I hate this reality also. But, so I broke 2 of them. I broke one of them, lost another one of them, because it just went sproing out of there. I speak English. So I had to buy replacement clips. That took me a hot minute to get working, but once the new clips are in, it runs fine. Anyway, here's the Lion installer after me talking too much. So we are going to go... actually, let's go system information first. I don't know. I don't think this is super accurate, but, does it? Yeah. So, it says, it knows we have a Core 2 Duo, at least. So, yeah, that's good. If you wanted proof, this is an upgraded one instead of a Core Duo. Right there, it says Core 2 Duo, and, 2 gigabytes of RAM. So, yes, I have indeed upgraded the Mac Mini. So we're going to close this, and we're going to run disk utility. As you can see, it's on the original 60 gigabyte hard drive, so we are just going to repartition this. One partition, make sure it's set to GUID partition table. We're just going to call this, dank. Because I don't feel like typing Macintosh HD right now. Alright, there. So it has been partitioned. Now we can go through the installer. Yeah, I don't care. Dank. And I don't think there's actually... Yeah. If you click customize, you'd think there'd be something here, but there's nothing here. I don't know why they give you a customize button if there's nothing here. But we're gonna pick Dank, and then click install. And then it's literally just going to install a macOS Lion. So I'm going to let this sit for a little bit, and we'll be back once this is done installing. Alright, we're back. The Mac is talking, but you can just ignore it because we're not using VoiceOver. Yeah, as you can see, this is the Lion installer. We have a US keyboard. We don't have another Mac to transfer from. I don't care. Can I skip this? Continue. Okay, so username. As you go. Password. The best password ever. Funny word. Sorry, I was just listening to music while this installed, so I kind of have a little bit of what I was listening to stuck in my head. Time zone. Let's see if I can get it right on the first try. No, that's not it. There we go. Start using Lion. Enter my password. Here we go. This is macOS Lion. We have working graphics acceleration. So if I, oops, did I just crash everything? Hang on. I have to run the keyboard setup assistant. And Z, can you, like, go away, iCloud? I literally don't care. Okay, can I turn on dock magnification? Yeah, as you can see, dock magnification works fine. I think chess is, let me eject this USB stick. Okay. Oh wow, this thing is warm. I probably shouldn't have set this up on carpet, but we're far past that point where that's realistically a concern. Okay, here's chess. I'm pretty sure. So I should just be able... Yep. It works fine. Yeah, there we go. Wow. Hell yeah, chess. Yeah, it just works pretty well. I can go into... No, not software update. No, not software update. We're not going that far yet. I'm not connecting this thing to the internet. I don't have Wi-Fi network for it. But yeah, 2 GHz Core 2 Duo, 2 GB of 667 MHz DDR2 SD RAM, Intel GMA 950, 64 MB. Serial number that I'm probably gonna blur, even though this thing is so old it probably doesn't matter. We can go to graphics and displays. GMA 950. This is the newest version of macOS that has the GMA 950 texts because they're only 32-bit. So you can't run like, you can't run, oh god, what comes after Lion? I think it's, no, it's Mavericks. You can't run, no, you can't run Mountain Lion or higher. without having no video acceleration because there's no 64-bit GMA 950 kexts. But yeah, everything runs pretty smoothly. You can minimize stuff. And I've played some like Windows games on here, and they run fine, no heat problems or whatever. At least after I fixed the heatsink. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for this video. Yeah, I know it's a short and boring video. I just wanted to show that hey, I found a Mac Mini for $20 and then upgraded its CPU so I can run Lion on it. Yeah. Thanks everybody for watching. I don't know when the next video will be. I'll figure it out eventually. Have a nice day.